What's going on, guys? My name is ATF Cobra, and welcome to episode 1 of Battle Breakdown. Now, what Battle Breakdown is, it's basically a strategy guide of how to help you guys actually win your gunfights, win your games, and it shows what basically the techniques that I use to win games, such as Conquest, Rush, Team Deathmatch, and today we're playing Conquest on and first, the thing that you guys want to start off with is know your maps, know what you need in every map. Like Operation Metro, I would normally wouldn't run Engineer class because of the fact that there's no vehicles on the Operation Metro map. Now for larger maps such as this one and even larger maps, I would definitely go with Engineer or maybe even Recon if I want to stay back and help out my team from a distance. Now the reason why I do recommend the engineer class for most of the maps is because of the vehicles, and not only the vehicles, but you're putting yourself at a big disadvantage if you do come across a vehicle. Like here, there was a tank that was roaming around for a little bit, but we were definitely able to take it out because we worked together as a team. Now working together as a team, everybody has to remember to watch and use their flanks. Nobody ever does this. I see it way too much. So basically, I tend to be the guy that's always looking back and forth. I'm going back and forth constantly because you never know when somebody slips out and just destroys the rest of your teammates, and that leads to bigger pushes. Now, as soon as the enemy is able to spawn on each other and make even larger pushes, then like here, this guy for instance, if he had his teammates spawn on him, he would have turned 1 into 3 or 4, and that would have been devastating for us because then they would have been able to capture D, which we had most of the game. Now, the way you want to play, most of these games is to play with your teammates and watch whatever they're doing and help them in any, sort of way. And here I was watching out for this tank. The reason I also had mines on this is because I also knew that in this map that there's not going to be too many vehicles, so I'm not going to need to repair much of anything. So I didn't have the repair tool. I just wanted to set down mines just in case that tank came across. And because of this, I kept the tank from penetrating any of our defenses and getting to any of our flags. Another thing guys need to pay attention to as well is the mini map. A lot of you guys do kind of focus way too much on the battle and don't pay attention to the mini maps. The mini maps will give you clues on how to attack and where to attack. If you look at here, none of my teammates are near me, so I'm pushing up here to make sure that they don't capture that, because if they do, or if they do capture successfully the flag, then none of my teammates will be able to spawn on that flag. As you can see right here, nobody's able to spawn on it, so they could definitely take over. So I sit back here, regenerate some of my health, and actually have my teammates spawn on me, even though we all get wiped out right here. And that's what makes perfect games. And here was not such a smart move. This guy didn't have a gunner, so he wasn't able to take me out, and I pushed up aggressively, and I was able to be lucky, and I'm pushing back. For some strange reason, he really did fall back. I mean, if I was a tank and it was infantry or a soldier trying to take me down, I would have went after him. I mean, he backed up, and I kind of understood that because he didn't have a gunner. And that's why you always want to play with your teammates as well. If you see somebody in a tank and they're empty, they're by themselves, then you definitely want to hop in there, especially if you're an engineer. You can help repair him, or you can help with the gunner, because the tank does not have that gunner. Unless you put canister shells, most people don't run it. They run other things along with their guided missiles. You're not going to be able to take out infantry as fast as you want, and a lot of the infantry can sneak up on you and actually lay C4, such as the support guys, and you don't want that happening. You want to make sure that you're being protected from all sides. That's why you want that backup. Another thing I also wanted to talk to you guys about is to actually use your sound advantages. A lot of players don't use headsets, but I suggest it. I mean, I use headsets every single time I play, and it's part of just being able to play effectively. Now, if you don't have a headset and you're going through speakers, you might not be able to hear those distinctive sounds, such as when you throw a grenade, there's an enemy there. You won't even know where enemies are coming from, because there's a lot of them that shout out distinctive sounds. Now, you won't hear your teammates as much, and if you do, you'll hear them more aligned of what you think they're doing. And for the enemy team, you hear them say like they're being suppressed, or there's a grenade or something like that. That's what you hear mostly from the enemy team. And another thing is always, you know, don't really push up as much as you can, but always remember that you could run away from gun battles, because you know, Battlefield is that game where things don't happen instantly. You don't die instantly unless you're sniped. So you can run away from gunfights, especially this one right here. I should have ran away as soon as I was suppressed, because I had 40 health and I was suppressed, so I was being less accurate. So this would have been the better choice to back off. Now here, I was supporting my teammates, and that's what you guys want to do as well. Support your teammates in whatever they're doing. Everybody's trying to attack D because we all know they're there. We know they're spawning there, and they have captured it, and it's the only flag that they're capturing. We want to make sure we suppress them and keep them from getting any other flags. And here as well, gun peeking. Everybody should know that by now. And I forgot I didn't have the repair tool, so you know, I tried to repair him, but that's what you guys want to do as well. Look out for vehicles on the maps that you may think may be you know, damaged, and try to repair them as well, because not only does that give you points to help you level up, but it also helps you to help your teammates, so they won't be taken out. Tanks are you know, a must for some maps. If you have a tank, you'll probably control most of the map, especially with a tank strong player. So that's why you want to make sure your vehicles are up and not down, because they can add to that special advantage. And here we're definitely trying to take C, but most of the enemy team had claymores up here, and that's why I suggest running with the flak jacket as well. If you're you know, if you're a Russian kind of guy, I don't know how many times I died from these claymores, but probably about 5 times. It was my 5 only deaths, was it? Yeah, I think it was my 5 only deaths, and they were mostly from claymores. And what I was doing that wasn't so smart was I kept rushing up there. I kept trying to push because I didn't want them spawning on each other. Because, like I said, want to turn into a 3 or 4 or so, and you definitely don't want that. Now, here I was also running with Silent, and he was playing as the medic class. Now, when you're playing in a party or when you're playing with a squad, make sure that you are trying to communicate with your squad to let them know that, hey, I'm engineer. I might need an assault class, or we need somebody to switch out to an assault, support, whatever you guys are lacking, and you definitely need that. And see, we didn't need a support guy here because we had someone with squad ammo. Squad ammo is really helpful for your you know, if you're staying alive a lot and you know, nobody else is using it, then I definitely suggest you guys go with that. But most of the time, a lot of people tend to run with squad sprint, so I suggest you guys don't you know, put squad sprint, because almost 50% of the time you're gonna have your teammates already you know, wearing on that squad. And here, of course, I died from another claymore. Not so smart on my end, but we want to make sure we clear all the buildings and make sure nobody's spawning on each other. Another part of you know, this Battlefield breakdown is the classes. The classes that you guys want to mostly run with. If you're not too strong of a player, if you're not too strong with your gun skills, you know, try to run with the easier class setup, such as the M4A1 or the A91 or the SCAR. Those are the easier guns to use. I mean, the SCAR is not that easy to use because of the recoil, but it is one of the easier guns to use in this game. And silencers after the patch, I mean, I don't know if you guys want to still use them for the PC. What I've noticed mostly is that long range, you won't be getting those quick kills. I mean, there'll probably be, you'll probably end up emptying your whole clip if you're using a silencer long range. But for the most part, it keeps you off the radar. So if you're playing on Xbox, definitely try to use it to your advantage until the patch comes out for Xbox, and you won't have that advantage anymore. I mean, long range gunfights like this one, I probably would have emptied the whole clip, because that's what I noticed on the PC. It takes a lot of bullets to kill. So you know, use your advantages now. Or you could switch it up and try to start going with what you think will work now. And a lot of people are saying heavy barrel, but I haven't tested everything out in the PC patch to give you guys a full review of what to use, not to use. So I want to make sure I provide you guys with the most accurate information before you actually go out there and just change your whole play settings. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this gameplay and my first episode of Battlefield or Battle Breakdown, episode 1. It's been your boy ATF Cobra. Peace.